Hello friends, and welcome back to the horror section. This is going to be a latest pickups video, just showing you a few things I've picked up lately. I actually showed one before of just stuff that I picked up at a pawn shop, but these are going to be other than that. You know, none of these were picked up at a pawn shop that I can think of. There might be like one or two, but most of these are just newer stuff that I've got other ways. So here we go. First off, I picked up a DVD copy of Die, Die, My Darling. Never really heard of this, and it's got Donald Sutherland in it, so it's got to be pretty good. She's one mean mother-in-law. So, looks like a pretty interesting one. Might be pretty decent. I think this one's got a Blu-ray out now, but I just never have. I figured I'd check this one out. Ooh, remastered in high definition. There you go. But hoping this one will be pretty good. Seems like kind of a fun one. Die, Die, My Darling. Next, I got Twilight Zone, the movie, on Blu-ray. This one seems like it's pretty hard to come by. I believe because it's a Warner Brothers. A lot of Warner Brothers stuff is kind of hard to come by. An exhilarating flight of fancy, imaginative, and witty. So that's pretty cool. So hopefully this one, it's been a long time. I've seen this one, but it's been a very long time since I've watched it. But I couldn't pass it up getting it on Blu-ray. Plus it's kind of hard to get. So plus I love that cover. That's pretty cool. Pretty neat little cover to it. That's Twilight Zone, the movie. Up next is Sergio Martino's The Case of the Scorpion's Tail. And I remember this one's pretty good giallo. I thought it was kind of fun. This one's got a cool cover to it too. Like I like all that cool artwork there. Pretty neat. And there's all the extras if you're wanting to pick this one up. It's a brand new 2K restoration of the film from the original camera negatives, high definition Blu-ray, original lossless mono Italian and English soundtrack, newly transferred English subtitles to the Italian soundtrack, new interviews with star George Hilton, new interview with director Sergio Martino, new Innocent with Sergio Martino's film by Michael J. Coven, author of La Deuce Monte. So it's got a lot of extras in here. 50 years of Italian giallo films from author of So Deadly, So Perverse. That's pretty cool. Theatrical trailer, of course, and then reversible sleeve featuring original and newly commissioned artwork. And I guess this is the new commissioned artwork right here. Looks pretty cool. And with Arrow, you get a lot of you get all those extras, so it's pretty cool. Arrow does a good job on all their stuff. And this one, if you're looking to pick it up, it's actually Region A. So this is one that you're wanting to see. It's actually Region A, so you can watch it on any, of course, region free. But if you've got a regular Blu-ray player from America and Canada, I believe, and a few other countries, I think. But if you got that Region A, then you can watch this because it's not B like a lot of the Arrow videos are sometimes. They're starting to get a lot more A's in. I don't know why they just don't make them A, B, and C, and then you wouldn't have to worry about it, but I've seen some of these in A and some of them in B, if I'm not mistaken. But that's Sergio Martino's The Case of the Scorpion's Tail. Pretty cool artwork, though. Up next, I've got a Slasher Classics collection from 88 Films, Splatter University. That's a kind of cool artwork, too. There's the original. I like how they put the original little poster. I guess that's the reverse art right there. They kind of put that on the back so you can see. Reversed sleeve. So that's pretty cool. And this one's got a few bonus features. Brand new 2K scan, restoration from the 16mm interposits. Restored soundtrack, audio commentary by director Richard W. Haynes. Splatter Scholar interview with slasher expert Justin Kurzweil. Still gallery, trailer, TV spots, 88 films, trailer reel, and reversible sleeve, which is, of course, that. And this one's a pretty cool little slasher. I mean, it's not the best in the world, but I'm glad to pick it up. I thought it was pretty cool when I watched it. I thought it was pretty neat. And this one is A, B, and C from 88 Films. They don't have a lot of... and this one's like number 4 from 1984, so... This is the early one. But theirs are... 88 Films is weird. Some of theirs are like A, B, and C, and some of them... And like the next one will be B... And then, I don't know, where the school colors are blood red. I remember seeing this one in a magazine a long time ago, and I was wanting it. So I'm glad to pick it up on Blu-ray here. I never could get the DVD. But Splatter University. And here's another one from 88 Films, Bad Dreams. And this is from the Slasher Classics collection. When Cynthia wakes up, she wished she were dead. Bad Dreams. And this one's, of course, a cool slipcover here. And limited edition slipcover features. Slash 'em Up Slasher Guide, which is pretty cool. Dual format collector's edition. Contains both high definition Blu-ray and standard definition DVD presentation film. Living the Dream, an interview with director Andrew Fleming, Dream Woman, an interview with actress Jennifer Rubin, Darwin Dreams, an interview with academic and Spencer Murphy, audio commentary by experts National and Thompson. What is that? Nathaniel Thompson? Wow, that's a cool name. Nathaniel Thompson and Tim Greer with monodigital.com. Monodigital. I think I've heard of that. Theatrical trailer, virtual sleeve with alternate art. So this one's pretty cool with old Richard Lynch. It's kind of like a Nightmare on Elm Street kind of movie, I guess you could say. And this girl wakes up from a coma where she was in some kind of cult, and the cult leader tries to get her back. You know, he killed all the other ones, you know, like a mass suicide or something. I don't remember. And he's trying to get the one that got away. That's a pretty cool one. But this one is Region 2 and Region B. Like I said, 88 Films is weird. They'll have a B, and then they'll have a one that's region free where you can watch it anywhere. So this one's pretty cool. And here's the kind of the alternative art. I thought that one was cool in the black and white. It's a little bit different. I thought that one was pretty neat. And here's the Slash 'em Up, kind of a booklet or something. I thought it was kind of cool. It's just got a bunch of different movies in here. Well, there's different ones, different slasher kind of. There's my favorite, My Bloody Valentine's, Happy Birthday to Me, Funhouse, Just Before Dawn. And you got Psycho and Blood Feast and Black Christmas. It just kind of goes down through the years, just showing a bunch of slasher movies. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Alice, Sweet Alice, The Hills Have Eyes. So it's kind of cool. Toolbox Murders, Halloween, Friday the 13th, Boogeyman, The Burning, Don't Go in the Woods Alone. I've only seen that one. X-Ray, and the Psycho 2, Sleepaway Camp. Nightmare on Elm Street. Silent Night, Deadly Night, April Fools. No Silent Night, Bloody Night. That ain't no good. Friday the 13th part. What is that? 5, 6. Jason Lives. A Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Bad Dreams, which is the one I'm looking that I've got. Child's Play. Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. Classic one there. Sleepaway Camp 2. And Intruder. Wow. Got the old cool one. I like this one, Intruder. So that's pretty cool. And there's a couple pictures. I guess Jennifer Rubin's on here. Pretty neat. Pretty neat little set there. So that's pretty cool. So that was Bad Dreams from 88 Films. Now, I can't remember if I've showed this one before or not. It's the Horror Pack signed copy of Cell Count, which has got a cool cover. I think I have showed this, but that'll be alright. Thought it was cool. And I don't really subscribe to the Horror Pack, but I thought this one sounded pretty neat. And a lot of people, and plus it's a signed copy of it, so I thought that was kind of cool. So like I said, I really like that cover. Pretty neat. A twisted vision of science gone horribly wrong. So The Redeemer, Son of Satan. I believe this is a Code Red or Scorpion. And it's Code Red. I think this is where the guy, like the slasher guy, dresses up in a couple different masks or something. I don't know. It's kind of a crazy one. It's kind of a fun one too. It's just one of those revenge slasher movies. I kind of enjoy them. Like I said, this one's pretty good. It's not bad. The Redeemer, Son of Satan. So that's kind of cool. Kind of cool little picture there. And here's a cool Blu-ray window box from Arrow. I've never owned one of these before. I thought this was cool. I guess somebody got the newer bird with the crystal plumage, and they just didn't want this one. So I grabbed it up because I've never owned one of these. This is what they used to do a long time ago. They had these kind of cool window boxes where it's just like a sheet of plastic or whatever, see-through there, so you can kind of see them. I really thought that picture looked cool anyways. The bird with the crystal plumage. And you can kind of, if I can get it out there. And as you can see, it's just so you can, it was like you can put any cover in there that you want or whatever. The boxes are pretty sturdy too. And this is one of my favorite ones, so I figured I'd grab this one. I thought it was pretty neat. And there's one, you could stick that cover in there if you wanted to make it. I don't know if I've got all the covers to it. Not really for sure about that. They had a lot of covers, and of course it's a Blu-ray. Still got the thing in there. It's got like a little booklet and a little poster, I believe. Kind of cool. This has got little people writing about it, and it's got kind of cool posters and stuff like that for it. Pretty neat. Pretty neat little booklet. And it's got a cool poster here, which I'm not going to open up. It pretty much looks like the one right here. Oh, I'm messing it up right there. And usually they come with a few cards like you could slide in there, but I don't know if, I've never owned one of these. I just remember them having a few cards like that. So I don't know if I bet I know what you do. I bet it's on the, yep, that's exactly what it is. I can figure out how to get the disc out of this one. Right there's the other thing. That's the one I remember a lot of times. So you can flip these over. You can flip your cover over, your liner, and it'll have different covers on it, and that's what you put in your little window box, so that's kind of cool. And of course I can't get the poster out good without messing it up. Here, give me just a second. Then you could have that picture on your cover through your window box. You could have that picture. You could have that one. And then you could have that one, because you can just, you know, if you wanted to, you just flip it over. So if you like this cover, of course, you slide it in that way. You like that cover, slide it in that way, and then you can just flip them over and do the same thing. So that's pretty neat. Like I said, I've never owned one of these, and I remember a lot of people always talking about them and thought they were cool, which, excuse me there, I think they're pretty cool too. Now, I've never owned one, so when I could get this one, I thought it was pretty cool. You know, pretty neat that have these window boxes. These used to be really hard to find, but I think they've come out with so many other copies of a lot of these movies, you know, and then people are just wanting to, because you can get a newer copy that looks pretty cool, and the, I guess the transfer is probably a little better because they probably improved on the transfer. But I just got this because it's a cool collector's kind of thing going on. I like that. I always wanted to own one of these window boxes. I thought they were pretty cool, and this one's in really good shape. So I was glad to get that. It's got a little bit right there, but, you know, just where the things are. But pretty cool, pretty neat, and that is how you do it. I didn't know. And you got that, like a poster right here. I guess it's a reversible poster. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool little set. A stunning portrait in Psycho Terra. So a pretty neat little thing here. And this one's actually A, B, and C, so that's cool. And of course it's from Arrow. The art of the cult film is back. That's pretty neat. Pretty neat little thing from Arrow. I'm glad to pick this one up. Pretty cool. So there it is, all back together. The bird with the crystal plumage. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like that. And here's one that my good buddy at Horrific Nightmares will probably like, Knuckle Bones. I remember he was checking this out, and I think somebody might have sent him a copy, or he finally got a copy, and he said he enjoyed it really well. And this is Knuckle Bones, the Unrated Horror Pack, Limited Edition. So this one also comes from the Horror Pack, and I thought it was cool. I couldn't... Horrific Nightmares thought this was a cool one, and I really like his opinion on movies, so I had to check this one out. But like I said, I ain't seen it yet, just got it, so never before seen making of the effects feature on Gotcha SFX and FX Master. My dyslexia, I think I got, is coming to haunt me here. Ooh. You know how bad I'm at reading words anyways. Whew. But Knuckle Bones on Blu-ray. And I was thinking this was a DVD-R. I thought that's what it was supposed to be, but I think it's just a regular, a Blu-ray R, DVD-R. But I think it's just a regular Blu-ray to me, which that's fine with me. I'd rather have a regular Blu-ray. But I've always heard that this was on Blu-ray R, DVD-R. But I always heard it was on Blu-ray R, so I was pleasantly surprised that it looks like it's actual real Blu-ray. So that's pretty cool. And this is another one of those horror packs. So you can kind of get the... See, I don't really... The horror packs are fine, but I don't want to get all that money coming out of my account or whatever. And then most of the movies are just ones that I've noticed are just ones that you could go buy at the Dollar General and stuff, you know, for about $5 a piece. And then they throw in one of these, which is pretty cool. But so I just kind of grabbed these up after, I guess people don't like them or whatever, after they've got the horror pack and they just want to get rid of these. Because I think a lot of people are maybe buying the horror pack and then selling these for how much the horror pack, these exclusive ones, these exclusive Blu-rays, they're selling them for about how much the horror pack costs, so they can go buy the next one, I guess. But thought this was pretty cool. Knuckle Bones. So, like I said, right below my good friend at Horrific Nightmare, old JM, please write down below what you thought of this, because I believe you was the one that really liked this one. If you weren't, I apologize for the mistake, but I believe either you got a copy of this or somebody let you borrow a copy and you really enjoyed it. So please tell me below, if you don't mind, how good it was and what to expect. But don't give away too much. But pretty cool Knuckle Bones. So pretty neat. And I picked up two from Blue Underground. The first is the Prowler. If you think you're safe, you're dead wrong. And I remember enjoying this one pretty good. One of the slasher finest moments. So pretty cool. But I really enjoyed this one pretty good. It kind of reminded me a little bit of My Bloody Valentine, just the way it kind of went. Like you think it's somebody, I believe that you think it's somebody from the past, like a person that might have been dead for a long time and they're going around killing people, but it's actually, well, I don't want to give it away. So I better not say anything about it that much, but that's what it kind of reminded me of. It's got a good mystery to it too. So I thought it was pretty good. And that's the Prowler, and of course from Blue Underground. They always do a good job. And I believe this one's probably region free, is what theirs usually is, like I can find it. All region. A lot of theirs, see, that's what I like about them. A lot of theirs are just all region, so everybody can enjoy it. So I wish everybody would do that, but that's the Prowler. Pretty cool. And last but not least, Shockwave with this really crazy looking, I love this slip cover. It's kind of embossed, whatever you want to say. But pretty cool. And it looks, ooh, that might mess somebody's eyes up with that. Shoo, that's crazy looking. One of the best Nazi zombie movies. So I don't know. Of course, it's got Peter Cushing in it, so that's what I got it for. I really enjoy Peter Cushing. And I've never seen this one. This one looks really interesting. Looks crazy. I don't know. So please comment below if you've seen this one. It's pretty neat. There's old Mr. Peter Cushing, one of my favorite ones. Beneath the living, beyond the dead, from the depths of hell's ocean. So I guess it's zombies underwater, I guess you could say. So pretty cool. Starring Peter Cushing, Brooke Adams, and I know there's somebody, yep, John Carradine always does a pretty good crazy job. It's got a lot of extras there. From Flipper to Shockwaves. That's pretty good. Let's see here. Makeup designer, my good friend on Facebook, Fred Olenray. He does so that's pretty cool. He does a little bit of a commentary on here. It's got the makeup designer, Alan Armaby. I can't remember. You know I am. Armsby. I'll say Armsby. But then filmmaker Fred Olenray. So that's kind of cool. I talk to him every once in a while on Facebook. He's pretty cool. But pretty neat little extras there. And of course this one is all regions, as you can see on the last box of the video. And then it's 1977 in color. I'm hoping it's in color, from 1977. Peter Cushing, Star Wars, Brooke Adams, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and John Carradine, the Boogeyman. He wants to be your boogeyman. Boogeyman, I don't know. And directed by Ken Widerhorn. Return of the Living Dead. Yeah, cool. Return of the Living Dead Part 2. So that's pretty cool. One of the greatest horror sleepers of the 70s, Shockwave, has been freshly transferred and fully restored in high definition from only known surviving material. So, pretty cool. Well, that's cool. The slip cover's actually got this must be an old school, and usually they have the barcode. They have like a big hole in it right here, so that's actually cool, and it's got its own thing on there. Little barcode. And like I said, this one's pretty cool. This is like one of the, wish Blue Underground would put out more slip covers if they're going to be like this. This is a pretty old one, though. So I was glad to actually find the slip cover for, get a copy with the slip cover. Oh, even the Blue Underground's kind of embossed. Pretty neat. You can kind of see it there as it shines. It's got that embossed, but then it's got real shiny right there on the part that's embossed. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. And the slip cover's in pretty good shape. It's a little rough, but heck, this movie's pretty old. This copy is. I don't know if I can... I think it says 2014, and it's hard to read it down here. So, I mean, it's a little older copy, so the slipcover's in good condition for being 4 or 5 years old, so that's pretty neat. Shockwave with that really cool cover. So I guess that'll be it for my latest pickups. I probably do a little bit more of these, like where I actually take time to collect a few movies and then do like a bunch of them. I'll still try to do my just showing off, you know, if I get a cool one that just come out, so you might want to get it. But I don't really do that with some of these older ones because you probably already got them in there and know a little bit about them. But I'll probably collect, you know, go ahead and collect a few movies for a couple weeks and then show them off like this. So I got a big stack of kind of cool ones instead of having a few smaller, you know, stacks of just one or two cool ones. So, but like I said, I'll still do my pawn shop and, you know, just updates like that. Because I enjoyed, you know, going to the pawn shops and then showing you what I picked up. But like I said, I'll start doing these more where I just grab, you know, just store them for a little while and then show you what I got. I try to, because sometimes I get them mixed up, so I might have got some other pretty cool ones, and I'll have to show them on the next one, because sometimes I get them all mixed up where I got my way I store them and stuff, and I'm watching them. I might lay them somewhere else and forgot I even got that copy. So, like I said, if you like the video, sorry about it being long, but I wanted to show all these in a little bit of detail. But if you like the video, please subscribe if you haven't already. And like I said, JM at Horrific Nightmares, I believe you was the one that liked the Knuckle Bones. So tell me a little bit about it. You know, it's kind of a blind buy, blind get. I don't really know that much about it, but I believe it was you that said that you enjoyed it, and I like your views on movies. So if you say it was good, I'm going to grab it. So I believe it was you that said that. So please leave me some comments below about it. Looks pretty cool to me. But like I said, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Until next video, have a good one. See you.